That's a great question. We're missing nothing. The problem is in the American supply chain and in their food, they got too much, meaning too much in the way of pollutants, too much in the way of chemicals, too much in the way of GMOs, too much in the way of things that are going to harm a human being's body on a physiological basis and a psychological basis. We need clean supplements to make up for what's missing in our food, or to counteract all the additives that are in our food. And that's why we need good, clean omega-3s, we need clean antioxidants, and we need clean plant source foods to help our body regulate itself and get it back to where it needs to be.
So Noel, we're hearing about supplements, and we find our way into an aisle at the drugstore or the big box store, and we're overwhelmed. We've got vitamins from A to Z. We've got every kind of supplement that you can imagine in the row. Is everything created equal? Do we just need one sort of catch-all pill that we take every day? If there's a single supplement that rises above the rest, that meets the greatest need that we have, what is it?
Bobby, you got a lot of questions packed into that one statement you just delivered to me. Number one, no, there is no one supplement that fixes all the problems. There is no magic pill. But if there ever was a magic pill, it would be a clean, highly efficacious, highly effective omega-3. But I would like to unpack that question a little more that you just gave me. And that's the problem, that like everything in life, it's not as it appears to be. So you can walk into a vitamin store, you can walk into a supermarket, you can walk into a health store, you can walk into anywhere, and it's not necessarily going to be what you actually perceive it to be. Because in behind that product could be all sorts of ingredients that could damage you. So you've got to really do your discovery, you've got to do your investigative work yourself, you've got to get on the internet. What's great about the internet, you can look up a lot of this information, and you really got to check out your source and find ingredients that have integrity, brands that got integrity. And there's not a lot out there, because most people in the, whether it's the food business, the pharmaceutical business, the technology business, or the nutraceutical business, they're there to make money. And so you've got to distinguish who's there to make money and who's there that really got the best interests of the consumer at heart.
Noel, we're hearing some great stories from people on this 30-minute information program that this is part of. You've spent 30 years becoming informed and expert in the subject. We're trying to find out in 30 minutes what your information and your insight can deliver to us. Let me tell you what I'm hearing from you. Our food leaves us without everything we need. And some of the things that we're taking in are actually fighting against our health. Whether we are people who are today suffering from some malady that we don't think has got a solution, or whether it's just aches and pains that we have in the morning. Or we might be someone who says, I feel okay, but I'm afraid of the big three. As we get older, cancer and heart disease and dementia, all of those things are hanging out there as a fear on our horizon. Boy, we want to know that we're doing the things we need to create a healthy environment in our bodies for us to be able to fight against the things that are trying to take away our quality of life. And you've told us that we need supplements to complement what we're eating on our plates every day. But the supplements are not all created equal, and there are things in some of them that are not good for us. You're telling us about omega-3s, that if we're going to take only one supplement to make the best defense against suffering from less than vital and dynamic health. Why omega-3s? What is it about omega-3 that makes the difference?
Doctors, researchers, physicians, scientists, and a plethora of other knowledgeable experts, Bob, have through clinical trials, through research, have now confirmed that omega-3s are essential for good health, because omega-3s address the issue what causes the chaos in our bodies, those big three, and a plethora, a list of other debilitating issues that you're gonna suffer from if you don't get rid of the inflammation in your body. And inflammation is the root cause of many of those debilitating issues. So we need to get omega-3, because once we used to get it through clean food, through wild caught fish, and through good source plant food that didn't have any GMOs in it. We don't have that anymore. We're not eating that hunter-gatherer lifestyle like our ancestors did. And so, as you read, we got this acceleration of insults in our body that range from memory loss, depression, cancer, obesity, diabetes, Alzheimer, ADD, ADHD, autism, and it's prevalent. It's increasing every day. And it's obvious to me, and I just don't know why it's not obvious to the rest of the world. And what's great, it's obvious to some really great functional medicine experts, holistic medicine experts, naturopaths, nutritional experts. They see it. It's now evident because of the research and the research that's been done. We know why this acceleration is happening with people's bodies breaking down on a physiological basis and a psychological basis, Bob. And you had an earlier question, which I'd like to address as well, where you said it's in the food. Yeah, it's in the food and what we drink as well. The food and what we drink as a liquid is not clean anymore. And we must take personal responsibility, Bob, that we put in the right food and drink into our body. And that information is available now through the internet, and there's some really great health experts out there that can guide us, and you can find them on the internet as well. And that's where we've got to turn. We've got to become our own personal doctor. We've got to become our own personal physician, because no one else cares as much about us or you or me than ourselves. I'm sorry, that's just a fact.